What is up, everybody? Welcome on into Madden. NFL 2003, the rosters have been randomized, and we, every Tuesday right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex, are working through the season week by week. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, and ring that bell if you'd like to see more in this fantastic, fascinating series. We have three matchups ready for you today. We have a good one between the Bengals and the Colts, 3-1 versus 2-1. We are going to go then to the their pick of the game of the week. I'll just take it. Whatever. Raiders, Bills. Bills 4-0. I don't think we've seen them on the channel or in this season just yet, so we can take a peek at them. And then last but not least, we'll wrap up with the Packers and the Bears. I think first place on the line here in the NFC North. It's kind of an ugly division. Not a great week. A lot of the games have been... competitive games have been from teams that we've seen recently, and a lot of them are these games like the Chiefs and the Jets of 1-3 taking on 3-1 or 0-4, and it's not great, not great. But hey, we found some, and that's what we'll do. We don't play, we just watch. We enjoy the games. The game that the football that the game provides us. At the beginning of the season, we randomized the rosters with a fantasy draft, and we're just kind of seeing how it plays out. So stick around, hang out, enjoy the series. Now I have a good time doing it. Hopefully you have a good time watching it. Today is kind of the kickoff of what would be E3 week. And limited run games went today, and I didn't watch the thing because I don't know that I really care that much about it, but I don't know.
Welcome to another presentation of NFL football. Hi everyone, I'm Al Michaels, and with me as always, John Madden.
We've got two great defenses.
See if there was anything interesting.
Their anchor up front is this guy. He's got amazing strength.
Oh wow, did they actually have... Whoa, okay, that's kind of interesting.
Every quarterback knows how hard he can hit. I wouldn't be surprised to see him force some quick throws with his ability to collapse the pocket.
The future Hall of Famer should be a very big factor at corner in this one because he will probably be tested early and often by the opposing offense. They usually count on him to shut down one side of the field, but that won't be an easy task. We have two great defenses, so we'll see who can make the most plays.
Look at him down there. Offense, defense, it doesn't matter.
Oh shit, is limited run doing...
Somebody. We're already hitting each other.
And the captains are
Wait,
out there
what?
ready for the coin toss. They're lined up for the kickoff.
Are they seriously? Okay. Limited runs doing a version of Shredder's Revenge. That one's pretty cool. They have and they've announced a couple of Xbox games. If you don't know anything about limited run, they do physical prints of digital only games. It's a very cool thing. I like some of their stuff. They did some really neat Jack and Daxters. I've been hoping that they would do Ratchet and Clanks, some of those older games, but they have not done those. Maybe they have. I just haven't seen it.
First and 10.
But typically they work with PS4 and Nintendo, like Sony and Nintendo. What in the world was that throw? We got Bengals taking on the Colts here while I look at the announcements from Limited Run Games. Who got hit? Was that Vinny Testaverde? I thought we had Vinny Testaverde in one of the earlier games, but it was just Jake Plummer. I believe it is Vinny Testaverde here for Indianapolis. Had a weird play there to start. Anyway, long story short, limited run games, a very cool concept. They work traditionally with Xbox. No, not Xbox. They work traditionally with Sony and Nintendo. They've even done physical versions of older system games, like 64 was one of them that was announced today. But they've done other games as well, older game consoles as well. It was a big deal. They announced probably a year and a half ago that they were finally going to start making Xbox games, and we haven't really seen the fruits of that at all. This is the first time that I'm seeing an Xbox game from them, This is kind of further up the announcement chain, so it was probably later in the show. There was another one I think that was on Xbox as well. But they do a lot of like weird cult indie stuff. Some like cult classics from like the PC days that get remastered and put on modern consoles. Or they do the traditional current gen digital only indie games. One of the games that I am most excited for this year is the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which has to be coming out soon. It's rumored for June 16th, which is about 10 days from now. I would not be surprised if that date is correct, because it is too specific. But now they're doing a limited run edition. They already have one of the... they already have a physical edition out, but the limited run one is pretty cool. It has a reversible cover, sprite stickers, an art booklet. That's pretty neat. Some of the other editions of it are like kind of pricey, kind of interesting, but not like super great. This one I like. But it's like stuff like plumbers don't wear ties. Oh, that one's coming to Xbox as well. Interesting. Romantic comedy adventure. I have no idea what that is.
With 2 tight ends available. Dropping back, he surveys the field.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Oh, an interception by the Bengals. Nicely done there. A couple of good teams that we're watching here. That Matrix Cam. Bill and Ted's Excellent Retro Collection. I didn't realize they made video games on that.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Huh.
Ball on their own 49. 4-man front this time. Brown.
KOTOR. Buena's Blob. Physical edition of Doom 64 for Xbox. Interesting. I wonder if that was like kind of a big deal. The Shadowrun trilogy, that's going to be like Game Pass. Wow, a lot of these are coming out for Xbox.
Dropping back. Uses the pump. Gets rid of it. Brown, the intended receiver. The coverage was there, but he decided to throw it anyway.
Yeah, that guy trusts his arm. He thought he could rifle it in there.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here.
Huh. There's actually quite a few Xbox games coming out. That's pretty cool. I might go for the Shredder's Revenge.
Surveying the field.
4th down, so they get an interception, but they are unable to take advantage of it. It is immediately 4th down, and they will punt it before I could even turn to look and see what was going on. My voice, I can already feel my vocal cords kind of giving out a little bit. Turns out, I forgot how much like Arcade Spirits is just like talk. Read the whole thing. Whew. Not the whole thing, because there is some voice acting. But.
A fair catch was called.
Some of those guys won't call a fair catch no matter how.
So there's actually quite a few Xbox games. So let's see. Looks like this is the start of it. So River City Girls 2. That's on all 4 platforms, I guess. Xbox seems like it's just going to be a Xbox One, Xbox Series dual disc anyway, like regardless, which is kind of nice because it's like, why would it bother needing to not be that? Like, these aren't games that are like, man, this only can run on Series S and X. Undermine, Switch and PS4. Is that really called Power Slave? Power Slave Exhumed. Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. Blade Runner Enhanced Edition. What that is. Oh, the Colts recover it. That's PS4 and Switch. Spider-Saurus. Kind of interesting. Don't know anything about it. That one's on all of them. The home consoles. Lunark? I don't know. That's on all of them. Shadowrun Trilogy, all of them. There's a 3DS game that they're putting out, which is pretty wild. They did Vita games for a really long time.
4-yard gain on the play.
Go-Go Coco Polo 3D, whatever that is. Skeletak.
About 6 to go.
Switch and PS4. Physical edition of Doom 64 for Xbox, and that's it. Interestingly, that's the one that's like only Xbox. What do we got? Da-da. Rendering Ranger R2. PS4, PS5, Switch, and SNES. Buena's Blob. All the current home consoles.
Ball on their own 34.
A Konami Arcade Classics Anniversary. Switch and PS4. KOTOR for Switch and PC. KOTOR 2, I should say. Shantae. The First Adventure, PS4 and PS5. Garden Story for the Switch. Bill and Ted's Excellent Retro Collection. PS4, PS5, Switch.
So it's
like there's 2 different editions of that. Dodo Unpachi Resurrection, whatever the hell that is. Switch.
He might have gotten a yard or 2.
Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, all the current home consoles. Shredder's Revenge, current home consoles. Blossom Tales 2 on the Switch. Enclave. Switch, PS4, PS5.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third
American Hero is already available right now. That wasn't new. Prize Fighter, PS4, PS5. Bats. Bloodsucker Anti-Terror Squad.
He's gonna throw.
PS4, PS5, Switch.
He juggled it a bit and then lost it. I think he might have put a little too
Night Trap on PS5.
Comfortable in the pocket on that pass.
D, just a game with just called the letter D. PC and 3DO. Espegaldia 2, Switch. Glover, Nintendo 64. Froggun, Switch, PS4, PS5, Tetris Effect, all the current home consoles, Doom Eternal Physical Edition for Switch, Death Wish Enforcers, PS4, PS5, Switch, and I think that's it. Not a lot of these games I recognize, but they do a good job with the physical editions. They do like collector's editions and stuff. Obviously, like some of the big ones, it's like Doom 64 and Doom Eternal and Shredder's Revenge. Like, okay, I understand that. Then a bunch of them where I'm just like, I've never heard of this game at all. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. That kicks off the. No, Michael Vick is on the Bengals. Okay.
And even quicker to move off their blocks and get in a position to cover the hole.
It's second down.
But that does kick off the week of game announcements that we'll be getting. There will be a ton of content, ton of extra content on. Did they get Corey Dillon as well? Because he's an actual Bengal. But ton of extra content on the channel this week. I wrote it out. I think I put my notebook over here.
Quick drop, passes left.
Did I really not?
Nice connection. And he stopped at the 44-yard line.
What did I do with it? I had it in my hand, I thought. I need to like write down the games. Hello? What did you do? But there's a bunch of good stuff happening. The highlights for me personally, and this is not a lot of people are going to be excited about. One of them that I'm not really going to talk about because I don't care that much.
It's first and 10.
The highlights for me are the Wholesome Direct, Devolver Digital's presentation, and the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. I'm not super concerned with Summer Game Fest. I don't know. It's like I think it's gonna be like 2 hours long. I just don't know that I care that much. There's a bunch of other smaller ones happening on Saturday. So the plan is to. I probably could have looked at the limited run stuff, but I It's interesting, but I don't know that it's worth doing like a whole reaction to. Like I could just read like a list of tweets and be like, okay. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a pick. Defender in perfect position there. Get it because of cat.
So they're almost within their kicker's range.
But 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Bengals. Thursday's the big day. That has Summer Game Fest. That's at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then the Devolver Showcase is at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then I think there's a couple of smaller things happening. That's another pass that I thought was going to be intercepted. Oh my goodness. Let me pull up the True Achievements had a pretty good breakdown of it. Find that article real quick. Major Gaming Showcase Limited Run 3, that happened today, June 9th, Summer Game Fest. Netflix Geeked Week 22, I don't know what the hell that is, I don't care. The Tribeca Games Spotlight is also on June 10th. That one has like a slower pace to it apparently, so I probably won't check that out. In-Depth Nature, I'll pass on that one. The Guerrilla Collective Showcase, Indie Games. Not going to want to miss this one if you're an indie game fan. Cool. Wholesome Direct. I love last year's Wholesome Direct. Very excited about this one. Future of Play Direct. The Future Games Show. And then the big one, Xbox and Bethesda on June 12th. So a lot of those will get reactions. There's a list of them. The Future Games Show, Future of Play, Wholesome, and the Guerrilla Collective. Those 4 will probably get rolled into one video. Maybe with the Devolver Digital. Maybe, but I think maybe the Devolver Digital will be up Thursday. Watch along with that live. It's a crowded week. The Quarry is coming out this week. I'm hoping that the New Zealand trick works and I can access that game earlier, because I would like to get a jump start on that, kind of clear out some space. There is most likely some kind of demo fest happening this week or next week in relation to the Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase. So that will be a high priority when that rolls around. Those will probably be going up on Wednesdays if everything works out the way I think it's going to work out. If I can get a chunk of it recorded starting a week from tomorrow, the 15th, probably get a couple of parts of Demo Fest stuff. And then, yeah. So there'll probably be an extra video Thursday, a bunch of extra videoage Saturday, extra video on Sunday.
Won't try to return this one.
It's an exciting time to be a video game fan. And I celebrate that excitement by playing a Madden game, or watch a Madden game being played from 20 years ago. So, there you go. All right, no score here, 1:57 left in the second quarter. Michael Vick, the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, faced off against Vinny Testaverde, the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. A couple of one-loss teams, and Vic just does not look good here. Thrown 3 straight passes that I've seen that have been deflected or right to Colts defender.
Defense is letting the quarterback get into a rhythm, especially in a hurried situation. So they may try and throw a few things at him, like a blitz or a change of coverage, and see if he can adjust to it quickly.
Second down and 10. Threw it. That's a catch. The defender was right there, but he found a nice little seam there and found some space. Got a catch. Fires to the outside. He's going to be out of bounds.
The quarterback just let that one get away. As a defensive lineman, you love this because you know they're going to be passing. So you don't worry about a play pass or a handoff.
Second down and 10. Bengals nearing midfield.
The quarterback doesn't know that because he'll let the ball fly before he gets sacked by one of those guys.
Throwing short, he couldn't control it. No one catches that.
It looks like he may have tried to rush that pass. There's no need for the quarterback to force any throw. There's a whole second half to play, and they don't want to be making any mistakes.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third down situation. Dime backs in for this play. Dropping back. Looking for a receiver with the pass.
Vic deep down the left side, down to about the 30-yard line. That'll be a catch, a first down, and the Bengals are looking good here. See what happens when Vic hits his targets?
He's going to throw. He's looking.
He's effective through the air. That's another great throw. That's a little dime right there. Just dropped it in.
Hey, even if the defense expects a run on first down, I'd still run it right out. If they don't get in, there's no need to rush them, because there's plenty of time left.
So it's first and goal. Just over a minute still to go. Man in motion. Searching for a seam.
Hands the ball up, finds a little bit of room, yard, maybe two. Clock is going to continue to move. As we wind down to a minute. They did all of that to call a timeout. Interesting strategy.
The defense will have to come up big again and do their best to keep them out of the end zone. Second and goal. Ball is 2.5 yards out. Vic sets up. Looking to pass. Gets the pass off. And
that looked like it was off his hands.
Incomplete in the end zone.
One guy to watch here is a quarterback. There's always a chance that he can run it, especially when they're this close. Whoever makes a play here will have the momentum going into the half.
And it looks like an offset off.
Runs the ball again, and a third and goal goes nowhere. A great goal line stand.
He just failed to open up any holes to run through or give him room to work with.
Touchdown looked like it was off the hands of one of the receivers.
Good kick here.
Surprisingly, no timeout from Indianapolis.
And it's up. The try is good.
Uh-oh. I mean, nice. 10 plays, 69 yards, noise. But, we're starting with a field goal. The two best teams playing in this game are playing this week are not playing well.
Looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. He gets the kick away.
Kick is away. 16 seconds to go here for Indianapolis from their own two. We'll get up to the 20, maybe the 21, depending on where they spot it.
First and 10.
Oh, good. My phone's off camera. That's good. That's good.
Number 16 with split backs. Man in motion.
I don't control what's on Twitter. Okay.
For room, he can't wrap him up. Pickup of about 5.
They are content to go into half down 3. And that is the first half complete. 3-1 taking on 2-1.
3. Indianapolis 0. Let's take a look at our halftime stats.
Get over, Red. Hey.
Number 5.
Big news coming out today. Aaron Donald. 3-year, $95 million deal for the best defensive player in the game. Probably should have been Super Bowl MVP. Though I'm very happy for Cooper Kupp, who I believe was a Super Bowl MVP. Go to a tiny-ass school in Eastern Washington, called Eastern Washington. winning Super Bowl MVP, wild. He came up so big at the end of that game. And Donald obviously, like, he came up big at the end of the game getting the 4th down stop. But, man, I think both of them are good picks. You could have co-MVPs, and I think people would be okay with that.
And where the sideline is you stretch out to make that catch.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Vic sends a man in motion. Gets the toss. He can't wrap him up. Armstead gets right in there and brings him down. He was dropped before he could get back to the line.
The Bengals have very few rushing yards. Their attack has not been great on the ground. They've had some big plays through the air.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here.
3rd down and 11.
Quick drop. Stepping up. Vic over the middle with a short throw. A display of good concentration by
not a great drive there at all.
He can expect to see
not
more
great
passes thrown in
at
his
all.
direction.
Number 11 sets up, waiting for the punt.
Is that the punter? Panthers all over the Cardinals and Cowboys. We saw them in week number 1. They're taking on the Giants. I hope I selected all the games I need to select. If not, whoops. I'm pretty sure I did though.
On the run. Looking for an opening. Number 43 drags the ball carrier down.
Nice defense there by Cincinnati to stretch that run toward the sideline. Nowhere to go for the Indianapolis Colts running back. A couple of just number players, which is a little surprising to see. Must be some injuries on some teams that have forced them into action, but a fantasy draft with everybody available, and you're still grabbing players who are just like, I'm number 21.
Number 16, under center. Quick drop, passes it.
Oh, that's a great defensive play. I think that was a better defensive play by that Bengals player than some of the Colts plays on defense, where it just looks like a bad throw. I mean, it could be a bad throw because he didn't, get enough air under it to carry. But Vic had a couple where he just threw it directly at the person, the defender standing right next to the receiver.
Throws it out over to the left.
Testaverde. There's another tight window throw right there. Your team's going the other way.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Nickelback in this time. He's looking to pass. He's looking. Number 6.
Rolling, fires, hit as he threw the ball, and that came up well short. There were 4 Bengals on the screen, 1 Colts, and nobody was close to it at all. Pressure got to the quarterback, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Looks like a 2 tight end set this time. Surveying the field.
Rolls, fires to the sideline. That's a catch somehow? I don't think that was a catch at all. Oh my goodness. Again, your team is going the other way. Vinny Testaverde, turn around and look.
So they have 1st and 10 here. And it appears
Cincinnati challenges a catch. This is a smart challenge. I think this is a pretty easy challenge. It did not look good. I mean, it's not even close.
The player was out of bounds when he caught the ball. Incomplete pass. No timeout will be charged to the deep end.
Pass is incomplete. Play reversed after the great challenge by Cincinnati. Oh, Jeremy Shockey. So that brings up a what now? 3rd down and 10. Cincinnati got to be able to hold here, force a field goal try. Otherwise, that challenge was all for nothing. Even in real time, as that happened live, I thought, that's not a catch. They are going to be short as the 4th down thing pops on the screen.
Carry the receiver past the 1st down mark.
Longwell can tie it up here with a field goal.
Ryan Longwell, Green Bay Packer, then Minnesota Viking. Kicks it. It is good. 46-yard field goal. Don't know why that's a record. Maybe it's just for Indianapolis. And with 1:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter, Cincinnati 3, Indianapolis 3. We have been here before. We have examined, watched, maybe not enjoyed, but participated in the viewership of an all-field goal week.
Returner looking to make something
Turner up to the 20, to the 25, not quite to the 30, but good starting field position nonetheless.
Ball on their own 27. Looking to throw. Passes it out to the left.
Fires off to the left side there.
And he stopped at the 37-yard line.
9 or 10 yard gain, right near the 1st down marker.
Second and short. He's looking to pass. Throws over to his
Fires off his back foot. Defender right in the receiver's pocket, and that is a completed pass. It was a wild whip around to try and get that completion. And that is Keyshawn Johnson. Seems like it could be a good duo for the Bengals. It's worked out so far to the record of, I believe they're 3-1. One of these teams 3-1, the other team 2-1.
It's 1st and 10. Four-man front this time. The Bengals use motion. Dropping back. Surveying the field. Passing to his
Oh, he threw it right to the Colts defender. That was a terrible throw. We have a penalty here. And it's a 5-yard face mask on Marshall Faulk. Okay, number 28. Okay, that makes sense. Again, we're right on the fringe of, like, my football knowledge of, like, I should know some of the bigger stars. I don't think, like, Kurt Warner. I don't know if we've seen him yet. Marshall Faulk is a good one. Torrey Holt. Steve McNair. Obviously, you know, Brett Favre. Shannon Sharp. But, yeah, Marshall Faulk kind of makes sense as a guy that would kind of slip my mind. When you think of those Rams teams, you think of the
well, he's shaken up after that play.
greatest show on turf. Not necessarily the running back. No disrespect to the running back, but hey, they threw it right back. Indianapolis didn't want the ball, so they just gave it right back to the Bengals. And it is 1st and 10 Cincinnati with 22 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Met in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4.
The offensive line didn't get much of a push on that play, and the runner is stuffed.
As soon as he got the ball, there was a defender in his face to knock him down.
See if we get one more play here. 4, 3, 2, 1. No. So we are through 3. We have a 3-3 tie here. The Bengals 3-1, the Colts 2-1.
It is still not enough. Indianapolis 3, Cincinnati 3. Melissa, anything new from the sideline?
The doctor informs me that he felt a twinge in his leg, but he doesn't think that it's anything too serious. They're going to check him out carefully, but they say they expect him to return.
Melissa, thanks for the update. Sounds like he'll be back very soon. He's going to throw. Vic looking for something.
Vic deep down the right side. Find Keyshawn Johnson at the 40. And Charles Woodson, oh, that's a player you don't want to see down, is injured on that one.
They're just about in field goal range. Looking to pass. Throws it out over to the left. McKinnon stops him for his third tackle so far. Michael Vick. That pass puts him over the 150-yard mark. Second and 4 coming up here. Vick hands it off. Armstead.
Falk nowhere to go.
That run didn't
Offensive production.
Yeah, there was a defender in every gap ready to make the tackle on that play.
Third and 3.
And I guess the Bengals are probably already in field goal range, but I'm sure they would love a first down. Make it a little closer. Obviously, a touchdown would be great for more reasons than extending the lead. They don't have anywhere to go. Fourth down. 1 rushing yard, 153 through the air. Whew.
Number 2 is heading onto the field for this field goal attempt. Here's the long attempt.
Kick is up, and the kick is no good. No good. Looks like it went right there. It had the distance, just did not have the accuracy. So the Colts get the ball back with great field position from their own 42-yard line. 3:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Testaverde drops back to pass. Fires over the middle to a diving receiver. And that'll be down right at midfield. The Panthers demolishing the Cardinals.
Ball at midfield. Dropping back. Looking downfield.
Testaverde ran out of time. They are going to decline a hold. They'll take the loss of down, the loss of yards. Third down and 9 instead of second down and 12. I agree with the decision.
The penalty is declined. They will take the result of the play.
Third down and long coming up here. Quick drop. Rolling out to his right.
Fires deep down the right side. Tipped in incomplete. Fourth down.
That one into some tight coverage.
Double covered was that receiver. Looked like the defender got a hand on it. I thought maybe the receiver would actually be able to catch that ball, but no such luck.
Down, 9 yards
Colts will
to go.
punt the ball away.
Number 5 will come into this game to punt. Brown looks like he's ready for the return. This punt will be returned.
Nothing doing. Great coverage there by the Colts to make sure there was nowhere for that return man to go.
It's first and 10.
2.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Cincinnati and Indianapolis still knotted up at 3. Cincinnati with the ball back after the missed field goal.
Using motion. Looking downfield. Vic lets it fly.
Fires into triple coverage for Keyshawn Johnson. He's liking that connection, but hard to do a whole lot when you're throwing it into triple coverage.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 22.
I missed any sort of interesting news today? Anything cool to talk about?
Linebackers lined up defensively. Brown comes in motion. To turn it upfield.
Oh, look at that. Some running room. Actually going to make a nice spin move, break a couple of tackles, get positive yards.
Stay conservative and keep it on the ground.
A tough running game will make your passing attack even more effective.
3rd and 5 coming up. The Bengals are in the offset I formation.
Play action pass into a defender's hands yet again. And with 1:59, the Bengals will punt the ball back.
Hard on this team to come back. I bet the defensive coordinator is telling his guys on the sidelines to get ready, because it'll be up to them to stop any comeback attempt and hold on for the win.
Number 11 sets up, waiting for the punt.
Punt is away on a 4th down and 5.
Ball for the fair catch. The defense did a great job on the last series, forcing the offense to go 3 and out.
Hey, the defense can get the ball back for their team if they can force a few incomplete. They need their pass rushers to get in there and force the quarterback into making bad throws.
He's looking to pass.
The most interesting piece of news that we got this week was that Morbius went back into theaters for some stupid meme. And just a reminder that executives and people in powerful positions are idiots. Oh my goodness.
Number 16.
Oh wow, a nice find there. I thought maybe the defender was in a pretty good position, but a good pass there from Testaverde.
The Colts are in the offset I formation.
Oh, this is not the time for the Bengals defense to break. Timeout Cincinnati after the big gain down the right sideline. The movie is seeing a return to over 1,000 theaters, with new showtimes beginning today. The movie's return follows a week of memes, which saw its Morbin time trending on Twitter for an entire week.
It's
gross.
1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard
Gross.
line.
That movie looked terrible. Stop pretending that it's like good.
Offset I formation. Garner searching for a seam. Gain of 4.
Showcase from Freeform Games. New exciting indie titles on the horizon? Did I say that when I was talking about this stuff earlier?
2nd and 6.
June 10th, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Like any showcase, game reveals, release date announcements, developer interviews, updates on upcoming games from the publisher, sneak peek.
He went nowhere, John.
Oh, is this a publisher? Have I heard of any of these games? Death Drive.
Inside the 20. Dimebacks in for this play. Garner looking for a seam, and the defender brings him
Oh, is
down
it zombies?
at
Okay,
the
this looks
11-yard
awful.
line.
Oh, that looks awful. Okay, I could probably skip on that.
Effectiveness to both.
Longwell is heading onto the field for this field goal attempt.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe if that one's short enough, you can kind of like just kind of throw it on the pile, you know? Anything to get more eyes on more games to check out in the future on the channel. Indianapolis takes the lead with 25 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter.
Number 5 in to kick this one off.
Number 41, number 80, deep to receive.
He sends it off. Bird fields it cleanly. The Bengals take over on offense at the 31.
All right, Bengals have a shot to drive down the field a little bit and try and get a tie. I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left. We were learning about Morbin time, which is a meme that I just wish would die.
Ball on their own 31.
It sucks. The movie has always sucked. It's not good. If people say it's good, they have no taste.
Looking downfield. Stepping up.
Oh, Vic is going to get sacked. Can't have that. We got a hurry-up offense here.
First sack.
Bengals offensive line has some problems. They were not able to get the running game going. They burned so much time getting everything reset. Were they just out of timeouts? They sure were.
Let's pick
Okay.
up the action.
Second down and 16, 5 seconds remaining. You cannot take a sack in that situation if you're Michael Vick.
They'll be faced with a long third down.
I guess that would be the situation where it's like, okay, we're going to line up with 4 wide receivers, and we're going to run it with a running back to like the right or left or whatever, and they're just going to run toward the offensive line so that I can throw it into the ground and be like, okay, this isn't a completed pass, but oh my God. They still have an opportunity here. That should have been an interception, but somehow it wasn't. Oh, we got hit as he threw. Turnover on downs. It doesn't matter. Incomplete. Game is over, and we are not off to a good start. It is a 6-3 score. The Colts improve to 3-1. The Bengals fall to 3-2. Cincinnati, no running game in that at all. Their defense, though, the Bengals defense played pretty well, but gave up too many big plays right there at the end. And the Colts were able to drive down the field. As we see Jay Miller, left outside linebacker with 1 interception and 3 sacks, maybe, as the player of the game. So our opening game is done. Hopefully it gets better from here. I do not want to see another week of field goals. That was not interesting. Not as bad as It's Morbin time crap, but still pretty bad. Okay, so we got a bunch of scores here for you to take a look at. Raiders-Bills is going to be next. A lot of games are all done. And then we'll be checking out the Bears and the Packers live from Chicago. I think we had both of those games last season. And because I'm a Packers fan, I'm sure we'll see a lot more of those as the season continues. Unless one of the teams is like unbearably bad. But I think they were both pretty competitive throughout the season last year. So did prove for some interesting matchups, I felt. We are going to move on to the Buffalo Bills. They are hosting the Oakland Raiders. We saw the Raiders back in week 1, maybe a second time, but I can't remember off the top of my head. On our first trip to Buffalo, we haven't seen the Bills yet. 1-2, taking on 4-0. This was marked as the game of the week for some reason. So let's see how this goes.
Great matchup between 2 solid teams as the Oakland Raiders come into town to face the Buffalo Bills. EA Sports is proud to present more NFL action. I'm Al Michaels, along with my partner John Madden.
When you look at how good an offense
Jeff Garcia.
is, it all starts with the quarterback. They can do a lot more things with this guy throwing the football for him. He can make the touch passes or just fire one of the old breadbasket if he has to.
Josh Reed will be
Josh Reed, a rookie. No shout-outs to any of the Bills players.
He's one of the better route runners and always seems to make the catch in traffic. Stopping this combo hasn't been easy for many defenses, so we'll have to see what type of coverages they go with to prevent these two from doing a lot of damage.
You can see these guys are fired up and ready to get this thing going.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. A much anticipated game ready to begin as we're lined up for the kickoff.
And we are ready to get underway. Buffalo going to get the ball first.
Bennett is back and ready to put this one in the air. He gets the kick away.
And we will see a return from the 15-yard line. Might have some pretty heavy wind. I saw that it was a little bit chilly today. Didn't catch the wind.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 29. Manning gets set. The Bills use motion.
Have we found Peyton Manning? Sean Alexander, we have eyes on him. That is absolutely Peyton Manning.
He's brought down after a gain of what looks like a couple.
Yeah, you talk about push. This line got no push at all, and there was nowhere to go.
Hamilton won't be in at quarterback at all in this game. They're telling us he's going to need some type of surgery on his knee, so it looks like he's going to be out for quite a bit of time. Throwing. Wilkins catches it, but couldn't stay in bounds.
You know, as a receiver, you have to be aware.
Don't love these Bills uniforms. I think they look better with the brighter blue.
Where the defenders are and where the sideline is as you stretch out to make that catch.
3rd down and long coming up here. Alexander lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Back to pass. Manning.
Deep pass down the right side. It's going to be a catch inside the 40-yard line. A big bomb to number 80. I believe we've already found Jerry Rice. I don't remember what team he was playing for. They don't turn around. We don't get to see their back. So it's hard to get the last name figured out. Conway. As I was saying that, he was like, yes, here's my nameplate. Check it out. Thank you. I appreciate it because I don't look at any of the rosters. And this game has a presentation
so they have 1st and 10 here.
Irritation or inconvenience where NFL Fever 2002 showed all the players and gave us like a look at who was on the team and blah, blah, blah. This game just does not have that. Sean Alexander, he would be in his 2nd year, coming out of Alabama, cover athlete of NCAA football 2001. That's an unopened drink. That's an open drink.
They'll go from the I formation. Searching for a seam.
Pitch out to the left side. Alexander, he's juking a lot to the left. Juking with the defender. Not helpful. You gotta try and go inside and go up. But he's a young running back. He might be a future Madden cover athlete.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here.
I think that like 2006 season when they went and they played really well. The Seahawks did. He got on the cover. The season prior, I think he lost the rushing title by like a yard.
The receiver has some room to work on that pass. He made the catch and looked for some extra yardage after the reception.
Oh, Keenan McCardell.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 after a very nice play by these Bills. Making sense why they are 4-0. Peyton Manning, Sean Alexander, Keenan McCardell. Whoever just caught the pass to get the 1st down.
Looking downfield.
Firing over the middle. It's intercepted in the red zone. Oh, Antoine Edwards picked off Peyton Manning at the 2 and got injured at the 1.5.
It's 1st and 10.
Commentators curse. I said, wow, no surprise they're 4-0. Immediately threw an interception in the red zone. Spun down at about the 5.
Gain of 4. Let's go to Melissa.
The trainer wasn't able to give me much information on the injury, Al. He doesn't think that it's anything too serious, but they want to be sure before sending him back out on the field.
Melissa, thanks for the update. Sounds like he'll be back very soon. Quick drop.
Drops back to pass in the end zone. Fires from his own end zone into triple coverage. That'll be an incomplete pass. A nice blocking there. Nice clean pocket for Garcia to try and find someone down the field. And it is loud here in Buffalo, that Bills Mafia. They've tapered off all of a sudden when I started talking. Please stop the commentator's curse. An interception to a crowd silencing. 2 for 2 so far. Pitch to the outside. Not enough defender or blockers out there. One guy was blocking for a little bit, but kind of just gave up. We saw that as an issue in NFL Fever 2002, where the outside blockers just wouldn't hold on long enough. Don't think he would have made it much further. It was a 2-on-1 there in favor of the defense. So while they turn the Bills away from some points, they are not able to take advantage of the turnover. And there must be a heinous wind, because that was a terrible punt.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
They are at the 35-yard line. They are in field goal range. That was a 30-yard punt, maybe.
The motion man. And he gets the toss.
Pitch out to the right side. Great defense by the Raiders, sending the outside player. Great recognition by number 51 to just shoot the gap. Get him in the backfield.
And not over pursue.
Fires down the right side. That's a catch. Slips that first tackle. Manning almost got hit in the almost got hit for the sack, or hit as he threw. That'll be Conway again coming up with a big clutch reception. Sean Alexander greets him. And Peyton Manning's head moves a little weird.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 13-yard line. Alexander, the lone setback, passing to his left.
Nice find. I like the find. He somehow slipped a tackle. He's short of the end zone. That play looked so disappointing. I was like, oh, cool, nice find. But then he jumped like that, and that gave the Raiders an opportunity to get a tackle, and he just over-pursued there. A couple of over-pursuits. They were able to stop him just short of the end zone as the animation pulled him back, so his knees hit clearly in front of the goal line. And at the end of one quarter, we are 1 yard away from maybe a touchdown. The Bills 4-0, taking on the Raiders 1-2. We got a 0-0 score here. Game number 2 rolls on.
So it's 1st and goal. Ball 1 foot away. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Looking downfield.
Manning fires, tipped and incomplete. Don't love the play call there. Just turn around and hand it off.
Second and goal. Ball 1 foot away.
Toss play, spin move unnecessary, but it'll get into the end zone. Not a great play. The one thing is the camera angle is super weird when they do the two teams meeting at the middle. If they snap the ball too quickly before the camera transitions, it's just a mess to look at, and we saw that right there. I am apparently much more tired than I realized.
The extra point attempt is good. And so the
1 yard run by Alexander. I was surprised that he was actually able to get into the end zone. Broke it out toward the right side, spun left back into some traffic, but still able to get through. And it is a 7-0 game. I'd like to thank Buffalo
Williams in to kick this
for the touchdown. I appreciate it.
He sends it off. Reed is on his way upfield. The Raiders will start this drive from the 29-yard line.
The Raiders, 3 plays, 5 yards, 1 minute and 11 of possession time. Everything else has been the Bills.
So they have 1st and 10.
It's actually not as much time as I thought. They took up a ton of time in the first quarter with their first drive. About 2.5 minutes before the turnover. And then, oh, there's another turnover, this time in favor of the Bills. Just right. That's just a terrible throw. An absolutely horrible throw. The defender had leverage, had positioning, and you just threw it right to him.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Oddly enough, the interception field position slightly worse than the punting field position they had when they just scored the touchdown. So, the Bills' offense back on the field. They really like these stretches and toss plays, but they're not doing a whole lot with them.
But all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle them.
Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Martin goes in motion. He's looking to pass.
Throws it over to the sideline again, looking for that kind of just really short pass, make a little move, try and get some yardage. That time the defender made the tackle. And nothing doing. Buffalo in danger of a quick 3 and out.
3rd down and 7 to go.
After a turnover. Or a takeaway, I should say.
With an extra DB, the defense is
And amazing field position. Manning fires over the middle, finds a receiver down to about the 25-yard line, but he fumbled the ball. Oh my goodness, Oakland is going to recover.
To make sure that he wraps the ball up better when he sees contact coming.
So they have 1st and 10.
Buffalo's going to challenge the fumble. I thought he was down. I was a little surprised that it came up and said fumble. Ooh. I don't know that we're going to get a good enough angle. Hand down, elbow down. I think we're going to get another overturn here.
The ruling on the field has been overturned.
Oh, it has been overturned. 2 challenges. 2 successful challenges.
No timeout will be charged to the deep end.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
Hey, if you can get a call like that changed, then it's worth the risk of losing a timeout.
Why is the Oakland Raiders offense out there on the field?
So they have 1st and 10 here. Back to pass. With the pass.
Peyton Manning deep down the left side. The defender deflects it away. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
When you talk about forcing the pass or forcing the ball in there, that's the kind of play you're talking about.
I mean, I like the idea of McCardell just kind of floating towards that sideline, but a great defensive play there by the Raiders. Probably a little underthrown by Peyton Manning.
With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. McCardell.
They like that play a lot. A short throw out to the flat. Jersey with the number ending in 7. Kind of just Manning's getting a little too much air under it. Every time we've seen him throw a pass like that, the receiver has had to jump for the ball.
Alexander moves in motion, looking downfield. He's looking.
Manning
to his right.
fires incomplete. A lot of Bills and a lot of Raiders all in that one area. And the Bills will most likely settle for a field goal attempt here.
Nedney looking to make a good kick here. The kick is up.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. Cincinnati missed a field goal in the last game, and that cost them a game.
Put him in position to come through, and when he does, it gives your offense confidence. They don't have to do it all. They can rely on him to get points too.
Williams in to kick this one off.
Number 87 and number 82.
He kicks it off. Number 87 will bring this one upfield. The Raiders take over on offense at the 27-yard line. So we have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 27. Garcia gives the ball off. Breaks free of the defender. And he's brought down at the 31.
Face mask on the defense, number 52.
They called it inadvertent.
Some of these defensive players think that face mask is a handle or something.
About a yard to go. Ball on their own 36.
3:16 here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 1. The Oakland Raiders finding a little bit of rhythm here on offense. A nice play down the right sideline. And that will be a 1st down.
And years of practice to perfect. When you can make sideline catches like that, a receiver is even more valuable because nearly every pass is a possible completion.
That's Teddy Bruschi playing for the Bills, not the Patriots. What?
Garcia gives the ball off. And it looks like this one will be spotted at the 43-yard line. That run won't move them far.
The lineman just failed to open up any holes to run through or give them room to work with.
So they're almost within their kicker's range. He's looking up.
Run off the left side. He's going to get tackled by after a few yards.
39.
This is what football is. Nose to nose. Whoever's the toughest wins.
It's 3rd down and 4 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. They line up in the I formation. Back to pass.
Ooh, the running back called for the ball. You don't get to call for the ball and miss the pass. You saw his arm go like, "Hey, I'd like to catch that." Oh my goodness.
Bennett is looking for a good punt here. Wilkins sets up, waiting for the punt. The defense were able to keep them out of the end zone on their last possession, but the offense did pick up 3. First and 10.
So the Buffalo Bills with a pretty rough starting field position. By far their worst. 2:09 to go here in the second quarter. They have a 10-point lead. They're going to hand the ball off. They'll run up the middle. And he got through a number of defenders there before he got brought down. I think that's what they need to do. Run it up the middle a little bit and sprinkle in some of that, the pitches or the stretch runs to the outside. Because that was really all we saw for most of this first half. And they weren't doing anything with it. So running it up the middle might be a help to get some of that outside stuff to work. Run up the middle again. He'll be just a little short, I assume, of a 1st down. We just hit the 2-minute warning.
But the defense was quick to react to the play and even quicker to move off their blocks and get in a position to cover the holes.
3rd and inches. Ball on their own 18. 4-man front this time. Couldn't find much running room.
We didn't see the 4th down thing pop up. The Raiders have had the ball for a grand total of like 3 minutes.
That puts more pressure on your passing game.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
It'll be 1st down and 10. They ran that clock all the way down. Play clock, that is. So they're content with taking a 10-point lead into halftime. Just kidding. Beat a bomb down the right sideline. Oh, needed a little more air under that to try and get him to run under it.
Yeah, he's lucky the defender didn't come away with that pass.
Looking to pick up a first and moving down the field. Still a chance for them to increase their lead. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Quick drop with the pass. Nice.
Fires over the middle. Do we see a timeout? We do see a timeout. Alexander with a nice little route here.
Time for the defense to play up tight and bump those receivers. If they do that, they can disrupt any short patterns that the quarterback is planning on throwing to.
3rd and 3. Ball on their own 26. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. He hands it off.
Run. That's going to be stopped short. That's going to be a 4th down. 9 rushing yards for the Bills. 101 through the air. So far more effective in the passing game. Just nothing really speaking here for the ground game. Cincinnati did not have much of one. Buffalo does not have much of one so far today.
And he signals for the fair catch.
Most of those, like, what was it, 9 or whatever yards was on the one play that was good for 8 or whatever.
We might see a quick pass here on 1st down.
Raiders have fantastic field position here. I mean, fantastic might be a bit of a stretch, but pretty good field position regardless. They're up at the 38-yard line or so. Garcia, deep down the right side of the field, incomplete into double coverage. Buffalo Bills getting their hands on it.
They'll have to move the ball downfield quickly through the air to try to score before the half. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 37. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. He's going to throw. Tosses it right. The
that was tipped and picked, an interception. It's going all the way to the house. I didn't even understand what happened there. 55-yard return for Samari Roll. Oh my goodness. What a turn of events. Actually, let's see if we can take a look at that instant replay here. Let's see. Hide this. Defender in good position here. Got tipped off his hands. Went off of the receiver's hands. Maybe the face mask a little bit. And then just kind of... This is where it got a little bit confusing. Because obviously we're looking at it from a very odd angle. Up in this kind of area. But tipped there. Oops. Oh, whoa. Oh, I got joint cod drift on my PS2 controller. Was that hit at all? Huh. Either way, I think it got deflected a little bit or just not a clean look. Off maybe his arm and the face mask. Beckett, it looks like it's going to be a pretty clean interception right there. But he goes off his knee, off of an arm, and just kind of weirdly threw a player there. All right. And then Roll picks it up and takes it home. What a bizarre interception. I didn't actually mean to do that. Whoops. You know what? We'll save it. We'll save it. But a bizarre interception return for a touchdown in the closing seconds of this first half gives Buffalo a 16-0 lead, extra point pending.
And it's up. The point after is good.
55-yard interception return by Samari Roll. Starting to see why these Buffalo Bills are 4-0.
Williams is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 82,
He sends this one toward the end zone. The returner takes the ball and heads upfield.
Up to the 20, did a spin move for no reason. It got destroyed. They got their back blown out right there.
They're trying to get in range for a last-second field goal attempt before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Only one man in the backfield. He's going to throw. Passes it. And it's caught. Gain of a handful.
One thing you don't want to do when trying to get a late scoring drive is turn the ball over. They're already behind as it is, and they can't afford to be down anymore. So it's all about smart decisions by the offense.
James, the lone back. Garcia with a man.
Oh, something I was actually going to look at, but I forgot what it was.
Gets rid of it.
The hat almost was tipped and picked. Sean Williams appeared to have injured his elbow on that play there. 20 seconds to go here in the half.
Play the sideline and force them to go into the middle if they want a first down.
He's going to throw. Passing right.
That one tipped. He's just throwing into double coverage over and over and over again. Hard to believe the Bills actually had a turnover in this game. The Raiders did immediately nothing with it.
They need 5. Ball on their own 27. Bennett is looking for a good punt here. The punt returner will field this one. They're just about ready to get this drive started after being
54-yard punt.
Last possession.
I don't think they need to try and throw one here since they've got the lead. I just take the half with a run and go from there.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 35. Manning gives the ball off. Lewis takes him down at the 38-yard line.
The Bills take a timeout. That's their final timeout.
What are you doing, Buffalo? Why are you taking a timeout after running the ball?
On their own 38. He gets the carry, looking for blockers, and he's tackled at the 44.
Runs up the middle. And that'll do it for half number 1. The Buffalo Bills, they're 4-0, and there's a good reason for it. 17-0 over the Raiders. Saw more touchdowns in this game from one team. 1 first down for the Raiders, 23 pass yards, 13 rush yards, 36 total, 117 total for the Buffalo Bills. Oakland will have the ball to start the second half. Is this the first video I've recorded since the Madden cover reveal in this game? I think so. I think I recorded this one about a week ago.
But they still have enough time to turn it around.
Aside from the terrible, terrible Morbius news. John Madden, he is the new cover athlete for Madden. It's the correct call. I like the cover art a lot. I know it's just using old cover art and just repurposing it, but I think it's a nice tribute to a guy who obviously lent his name to this. Wow, okay. Got hit as he threw and still got the completed pass. Wild. I think it's a good cover.
It's 1st and 10.
It's the correct call. I don't know who you would have gone with outside of that. I do wonder if there were conversations. I mean, I'm sure there were before his untimely passing. But he'd been retired from commentary for years. Popped up like every once in a while, I guess. But once he retired, he was kind of just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm going to go do my own thing now. And
they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
actually, like both of our pieces are, because like one edition, because they're still doing the split generation thing, which has like different features and different cover art. One of them's like him in front of like a whiteboard, and it's like a nice, it's a him older as an analyst, and then the other one is him. I guess all the Madden games were when he was an analyst. I guess except for the one, whatever. I'm getting way too into it. Way into the weeds on this one. Garcia finds a receiver inside the 40.
The defense could never let up out there. This guy can make some incredible catches.
But the cover arts look nice. It's the correct pick. Curious who, if we ever hear who might have been on the cover, aside from John Madden. But yeah, they're all most likely. I mean, it depends on the time. That you should be able to get like a 10-hour trial. What did a different Raiders team come out of the halftime break?
When you talk about precision passing, that's what you mean.
Did they just like say, okay, we're done like losing now, we're gonna go ahead and just win? We're gonna be good at football. Guys, we're playing football, and they're like, oh right, that game. Okay. Depending on the release timing, though, and how you get if you can get the 10-hour EA Play access, whatever it is, there might be a video as early as August 12th on the channel.
Second down, goal to go.
But it also might not come out until August 19th. We'll see.
The Raiders are in the offset I formation. James looking for a seam. Looking to turn the
Oh my goodness, what a great run off that left side.
This kind of running game allows
this team stopped futzing around and was like, hey, touchdowns, not punts.
Third and goal. 4 yards.
The big expanded edition comes out the 16th. The regular edition on the 19th. The it's like midnight Eastern is when it unlocks, so you would be able to, for me, play it at 9 p.m. the previous night. So the 15th at 9 p.m. Pacific time, or the 18th at 9 p.m. Pacific time. But most of those days are kind of locked up with series at that point in time. Fridays and Sundays would kind of be the random days. Oh, a fake field goal. He's going to be short. He turned the ball over on downs. A fake field goal was no good. I think I love it. I love it. I think obviously you want 3 points. You want to just get on the board, pay off the drive. You drove the ball down the field. It took a long time. 3.5 minutes off that clock. You want the 3 points, make it a 2-score game, but I love the boldness of the fake field goal. They're also still going to be winning the field position battle here. I would be surprised if Buffalo puts it in the air. I might even, if I were Buffalo, just try and run out this clock the best I could. Take it to the end of the third quarter and just say, all right, 5 minutes to go. He's going to get outside. He's going to actually find some room. A spin move doesn't do a whole lot, but still a few yards there. The Raiders racked up a ton of yards on that last possession. They had about 40. Now they're at double that. Maybe even closer to 30. Huge drive by the Raiders. It comes up just short. Manning finds an open receiver. Sean Alexander is down the left sideline. He's past the 25 up to about the 27-yard line. Wow.
I'll tell you what, when you talk about dangerous receivers, well, that's what they mean. The most dangerous thing you can do after the catch is to
great block on the outside there. Surprised not to see Sean Alexander do some kind of move. He's been juking and jiving, spin moving his way around the field today. Nothing doing when it was a one-on-one opportunity.
Four linemen and three linebackers lined up defensively. Looking to throw. Gets rid of it. And
fires the ball over to the right side. Completed pass. Manning's thrown 3 consecutive completions.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Buffalo
Quarter
Bills
number 3 all
ahead
done.
of the
17-0
Oakland
your
Raiders.
score.
17.
Buffalo.
0.
Now they have to fight a New England team that is also undefeated last we checked. I don't know if they won or lost today.
2nd and 5.
I don't know
Ball on their own 31.
if we've seen that result just yet, but they are the Patriots are 4-0 after a couple of field goal battles in their last 2 games seen here on the channel.
The offensive line has to get good movement on the snap of the ball for the inside run to work, and it didn't happen on that play.
3rd and 5.
Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Can't bring him down.
Oh, that was a third down. I did not realize that was
There
third
was a
down.
defender in every gap ready to make
They're
the
really
tackle on
trying
that
to get the
play.
running game going here, but the Raiders defense has been stout against the run.
4th down coming up, and they need about 2. Ball on their own 34. Williams is back.
Very interested to see what this next Raiders possession looks like.
Reed with the fair catch. So the offense will take over after the fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
1st and 10. Garcia under center. He's looking to pass. Throws over to his right.
Goes over to the
Hits
right
his man
side.
with the pass.
Ooh, a nice
Tackle.
move there. Broken tackle.
50-yard line.
That is a huge gain for the Raiders off the simple short pass. They saw what's been effective for the Buffalo Bills at times, which is a little pass to the flat. And that's a nice gain. That's a good start for this Oakland Raiders offense. That's what you want to see if you're a Raiders fan. Now it's going to be interesting to see. Could be 17-3 right now.
Ball on the
The fake field goal works. It looks brilliant. It fails. You go, huh?
Looking downfield.
I love it. I didn't see it coming at all. That's
And it's caught. And
one of the most exciting things we've seen in this season.
31.
That one play was more exciting than like 3 entire games in week number 3 or whatever it was.
That thing had a
Oh, hey, field goals. Oh, God.
They're within striking distance.
The Raiders have found some footing here. Some rhythm offensively.
Garcia sets up, dropping back. He surveys the field.
Looking, rolling, firing deep over the middle of the field. Those 2 defenders, if they don't collide, I think you got a pretty clean shot at it at an interception right there. Garcia got hit right in the chin strap there. I don't think that really affected the throw a ton, but still a big hit nonetheless. Ouch. My hair.
2nd and 10. Garcia sets up. Looking to throw. Steps up into the pocket. Passes it out to the
Fires
left.
over. Oh, great defensive play. Oh, he looked so open, but no.
defense really wanted
Defender
the
came
quarterback.
in late and blocked that one, or deflected that one away. Great play by the Buffalo Bills, forcing a 3rd and 10, 3:07 to go here. Buffalo dominated the first half, took advantage of an interception late in that first half.
Gets rid of it.
The Raiders have found something here in the second half, and that interception isn't like really anybody's fault. Like, they went off 3 different players, to a 4th, threw one of them.
First and 10. He's looking to pass.
Garcia finds an open receiver. He's going to slip out of a tackle with a nice spin move. He's going to get down to the goal line and a touchdown by the Raiders inside 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Absolutely incredible. Two fantastic drives from the Oakland Raiders, who looked just dead in the water in half number one. They got blown out in the first half. A 10-0 lead felt like a 30-0 lead. They weren't doing anything. Chris Chandler sighting. He's a backup quarterback.
And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. Well, you can't ask for much more out of a drive that gets you into the end zone.
Hey, as an offensive coach in this league, you're always making adjustments. And hopefully you can get the defense on its heels and get it in there for the touchdown. Good job by these guys.
Bennett gets the team ready to try to recover this one. Here comes the kicking team.
Oh, the onside kick is going to be...
The offense takes over after they were unable to get any points on their last drive.
I guess it was recovered by the Bills. It didn't say anything. I guess it would say offense recovers.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
The Raiders now with more total yards than the Buffalo Bills. Bills don't need much to extend it to a 10-point lead. This is where it gets interesting, the field goal philosophy. Tripped over a defender already on the ground. Pretty embarrassing for a NCAA football cover athlete, but, you know, sometimes everybody makes mistakes.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
2nd and 5.
2-minute warning coming up. And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
2-minute warning. Now I think it's, you know, I think with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, you go, hey, probably should have gone for the field goal
They need 5.
instead of the fake field goal that failed.
Using motion.
Which personally I think was probably the correct call. Obviously I love the fake field goal because I keep talking about it.
He hands it off.
But you get on the board, you cut it down to 2 touchdowns, you hope that you can get a stop and get a score, put yourself in position here late. The 3 points, huge difference. Touchdown to tie versus touchdown to get within 3. I think that deep into the end zone, or into the red zone, you got to come away with some kind of points. Love the fake field goal, though.
With the carry.
Off the right side, that's a first down. We're going to get another timeout here from Oakland. Sean Alexander, 2 yards to carry, 17 rushes for 34 yards. Does have the 1 touchdown.
You really open up the defense.
It's 1st and 10. And it looks like an offset off. He gets the carry.
They're sending the ball to a fullback.
22-yard line. Tried to find a hole and just got what he could.
Yeah, he tried to stretch it outside, but the defense was quick to react to the play, and even quicker to move off their blocks and get in a position to cover the hole.
7 yards to go. Manning gets set. He's looking up. Nice move. Not much on that play.
Yeah, you talk about a defensive line winning a battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after that. I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this one's over.
5th play of this drive. Searching for a seam.
Finding some room. That's a first down.
That's a good gain up the middle.
That'll do it for this one. Buffalo in control for most of it. The Raiders made a valiant comeback with a couple of nice drives late in this one, and a very good onside kick that just did not
4-man front this time.
get far enough.
Only one more kneel down needed.
They're threatening inside the 20.
Four linemen and three linebackers lined up defensively.
That'll do it for this one. 17-7, the final. I don't know where I was going with that sentence about the onside kick. I said it, and I was like, what's the point?
The final score is
What's the next word here? The Raiders fall to 1-3. The Bills improve to 5-0. There could be a very good team out of the AFC East that gets a wild card spot. See how the season progresses, but the Bills, one to watch so far. Samari Roll, 1 interception, 1 touchdown, 3 tackles. And game number 2 is complete. Home team 2-0 so far. All right, game number 3, Bears and Packers. Packers taking on the Bears in Chicago. I'll be interested to see this stadium because we have not been here just yet. The regular Chicago stadium, whatever it was called at the time, was under construction around this time. And it had such a good look in last season's game in NFL Fever 2002. And it still actually has that look on the outside. You just can't see it from the interior because of the way that they constructed the
Champaign, Illinois is the city, and the site is Memorial Stadium.
They constructed the
another week of football is
grandstands. I don't even know what you would call it. But we are in Champaign, Illinois. We are at the University of Illinois. That is the home stadium for the Chicago Bears right now. This is the second season in a row where we have a professional football team. Donovan McNabb. How is this team only 1-3? Donovan McNabb. He was on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Philip Buchanan, he's a rookie. Yeah, 2 teams in a row. Or 2 years in a row that we've had a pro team. Seattle was at Husky Stadium while their new stadium was being built. And now we have Chicago in Illinois' stadium.
This is one excited team. You always get a little
interesting. I wonder what that looked like in real life. To YouTube. Someone probably uploaded that. Packers, Bears, 2002.
For the game's coin toss. They're lined up and ready for the kickoff, so let's go to the field for the start of the action. Is just about ready to kick this one away. He kicks it off. The returner looking for room upfield.
Oh, it's just the highlights.
The Packers will start this drive.
Doesn't even look like it's. Oh, I mean, I guess that's pregame, but.
What have you heard, Melissa?
I asked Coach Duran about his game plan. He said that it's been a week without this.
It is weird, though.
He's confident that the team is focused and ready. Should be quite a game.
That was Melissa Stark with her sideline report. Quick drop. Gets rid of it.
Oh yeah, they just played just Illinois. That's that's wild.
Second and 6.
Oh, nice trick play there by Chicago. That's pretty cool. I mean, he got.
Kinney comes in motion.
I think because like the yard lines like look weird and they're like
Holmes makes the stop.
Whoa.
25.
Green Bay, don't fumble it.
We can make anything happen on that play, John.
Yeah, he really had no
Yard lines always look weird because they're different in collegiate versus pro. Who the hell's number 50? Oh my goodness. That dude got destroyed.
And they'll face a long third down here.
Is that Donald Driver?
25.
Go right back to him. Throw him the ball again. That's not Donald Driver, but... Are these just halftime highlights?
He's looking to pass. Throwing. Stewart was the intended receiver.
Yeah. Okay, good news. Green Bay won by
I
13.
wonder if that one slipped out of his hand.
Who the hell's
Clearly
Jay
off target.
Miller? I was hoping for like a full game, but...
Royals is looking for a good punt here. Howard with the fair catch. Howard had no room for a return and called for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
It's 1st and 10. Only one man back.
Nope, I didn't even turn my camera back on. But the important news is I got the thumbnail. Piece of the thumbnail. One, like, quarter of the thumbnail.
Not much on that play.
Yeah, you talk
Okay,
about
so we have
a
Donovan
defensive
McNabb
line
on
winning
the...
battle, and this is what you mean. The running
Why did he
back
look like
gets
he was
to
on
the
a
line,
green screen?
And there's nowhere to go after that.
It's
Who's
2nd
number
down,
8
7
here?
to go.
Donovan McNabb, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers,
With an extra DB,
Chicago.
the defense is in the nickel.
leading the division at 2-2.
Austin.
If Green Bay wins, they can have the same record as Chicago with the tiebreaker. It might be enough for a lead in the NFC North.
The offensive line has to get good movement on the snap
It's
of the
not a
ball
great
for the
division.
inside run to work, and it didn't happen on that
A
play.
lot of the divisions, there are a couple of divisions that have like one team that has some wins and everybody else just sucks. The NFC North is one of them. I think the AFC West is another one that just has like a team that's kind of the Dallas Cowboys of last year, just going, or last season, going like, yeah, that's, there's your playoff person. We'll see you next year. Interestingly enough, in the NFC East this season, it is is Washington off to a tremendous start. Still a few undefeated teams remain after we saw Buffalo win. You caught some of the scores. You might have seen another team at 5-0 as well. Some of the ticker stuff going down at the bottom will show some scores as well. Obviously, after this, we'll get you all caught up with the scores and the standings, and we'll send you off for this week into next week's episode. Week number, was it 6?
Tosses it right.
Intercepted by Green Bay.
Coverage by the defender.
Smith,
Sometimes you just have to
one
get
tackle, one
yourself to
pick.
the sack. That's a heck of a lot better than an interception.
Oh, it's Hasselbeck. Matt Hasselbeck. Okay, that's right. All right. Forgot about that. I think the Raiders played, or the Bears played like the first game of the season. No, that's not true. I think they were in week 2.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up to touch him. Stewart tucks it away. So a pickup of maybe 3.
All right, McNabb. See what you have there. Stewart? Would that be Cordell Stewart?
7 yards to go. Ball on their own 46. He takes the delayed handoff. And he's brought down.
No, Cordell Stewart was a quarterback. I knew it was wrong. I was like, he played for Pittsburgh, but I couldn't remember quarterback or running back.
A little over 4 to go.
If you're a big Eagles fan, you may remember the, oh my God, really? You have Donovan, maybe this is why your team sucks. You're just running the ball. You have Donovan McNabb, a good quarterback, and you're just handing the ball off to some guy? Career 1,005 punts. Only 260 inside the 20. Pretty bad.
Backfield for the punt. Howard lines up deep for the punt return. Howard will try to bring
Oh,
this one
wow. A
back.
nice return there. There were 2 guys right there, but had enough speed to get away from him as they over-pursued just a little bit. The Bears threw an interception on their last drive. They get starting field position around the 30-yard line. Hasselback, some guy named Jay Green. I'm going to go with Jimmy Green.
Martin to carry it. Can't bring him down. And he's brought
A
down.
tremendous run there by the Chicago Bears as they run around a bunch of Packers players. Now in this rivalry game, Green Bay did win, as I stated earlier. They won 34-21. I don't know if I said that specific stat. This was part of when Green Bay was really starting to take over this rivalry. A rivalry they've dominated for years and years. I mean, they were down 25 games, or 23 games or something in 25 years, is the statistic that they were able to. Green Bay had not held a lead in this series since like the 30s. Chicago had just always led, especially in the 70s and 80s. Reggie White, Brett Favre helping turn the Packers around after 20 years of just not being relevant.
He really covered some good ground there.
And here's a guy with great speed who can pick up the first, then keep the ball moving downfield.
At the end of the first quarter, it's not enough. Chicago 0. Green Bay.
So we have a couple of teams so far willing to just run the ball. Chicago gave Hasselback a chance. He threw an interception, and they said, no, you turn around. You hand the ball off now. That is your job. That is what you do.
Number 8 hands it off. Clark makes the tackle.
There's a nice play by Clark in the backfield. 6 plays, 5 yards versus 8 plays and 30 yards. Time of possession not too far in favor of the Chicago Bears, but the yardage definitely is.
Looking for an opening. And he's brought down at the 49. And they attack the defense with a run that goes for a good game.
They're going to keep running to see what the other team is willing to give them on the ground out there.
Number 8 under center. Number 85 goes in motion. He tucks it away. Missed tackle. And
Another run.
At the 50-yard line. Martin was cut down.
4th down upcoming.
For something to develop, and whap, he got developed.
Ball right around midfield. Moss is back to receive this kick. Moss will return.
At about the 10-yard line, he's going to get up to the 20, past the 30, and a great return. 23 yards up to the 34-yard line. Wow.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 33. Stewart.
Another handoff. Stewart trying to find a little bit of room, maybe a couple there. 7 plays, 8 yards. No first downs. 2 3-and-outs.
Coming up here. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up.
Donovan McNabb drops back, fires, finds a receiver across the 40.
The 41.
Curious to see who that is. Number 88 comes up with the reception. And a nice completion there. Casper Stewart.
About 2 to go.
2:44 to go. Pitch it out to the side. Nice spin move back inside. That's what I was thinking Sean Alexander would do several times in the last game that we watched. But he kept just spinning to like the area that there was traffic, or he would juke with the defender running the same direction. Is very odd.
2-minute warning coming up.
First down and 10 for Green Bay. I formation. Donovan McNabb, they are taking a lot of time off these play clocks. They're going to run off to the right side this time.
Number 31.
After the nice pitch to the left side. What happens if you just...
Coming up here.
I think there's anybody who just uploads like full...
He surveys the field.
Oh, we got hit as he threw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Took a long time. The protection held up pretty well there, but third down and 8 is upcoming.
Easy for the defensive backs.
3rd and long. Ball on their own 48. 5th play of this drive. Casper goes in motion. Back to pass.
Donovan McNabb dropping, firing over the middle into a lot of traffic. Going to be well short of that first down. 4th down and 6 coming up.
To take it past the first down marker, you should have just punted it away on 3rd down.
Time for a punt here as it's now 4th down.
Green Bay Packers full game. The Arizona game? Oh, somebody's uploaded like 100 of them.
Howard lines up deep for the punt.
Ah, here we go. Now we're talking. Ooh, Super Bowl win. No field goal attempt here for Green Bay. They just ran the clock and then punted the ball away. He's up to the 20, near the 30. He'll be stopped just short of it. Minnesota at Green Bay from 77. Packers, Browns. Chicago Bears. Oh, you could watch them probably get absolutely destroyed in 1985.
Quick drop. Dumps the pass off. And he can't find a way to keep possession. A hard throw, but no catch. The pass falls incomplete.
The quarterback tried to put that one through the receiver. One thing you want to prevent as the defense is letting the quarterback get
Bengals Packers 1992.
Situation. So they may try and throw a few things at him, like a blitz or a change of coverage, and see if he can adjust to it quickly.
Looking to pass. Throws it out over to the left.
Oh, a nice play down the left sideline there. Chicago's going to take a timeout after the huge gain.
I think it took the air right out of the receiver. The defense doesn't want to play too soft underneath, because this guy might throw to his back out in the flat. If they want to keep this thing going into halftime, they have to be aware of things like that.
Looking downfield. He surveys the field with the throw at the 30.
Finds a receiver out of the right side. 4 Packers can't really even bring him down. They'll be down to about the 20-yard line. I think they have multiple videos in this playlist. Like the same video multiple times.
Talks about how they need to get points when they're in the red zone. If they can
Interesting.
make the most of this,
that's just what happens if I Googled or YouTubed that.
They're inside the 20.
There's 2 of them, but I don't know. Maybe they're the same thing? Same games? Probably.
Looking downfield with the throw. And
tipped and incomplete.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the
it's kind of surprising there aren't more of them, honestly. I guess you wouldn't want a lot from the 70s or like the 80s when they weren't very good, but I figure somebody has just like tapes of that somewhere. Unless they all got destroyed.
Defense thinks he's just going to run out of bounds.
Using motion. Dropping back with the throw.
Out of bounds on that one.
But couldn't stay in bounds.
No score still here in
aware of so many
Champagne.
things.
The booth challenges the catch. Don't really know why. I guess field position is important.
But to make that catch. The defense has to play smart and not have any stupid penalties that keeps this drive going.
I don't think they should give it to him. We might get a call stands here. He's like, oh, what are they going to do?
The call on the field is overturned.
It was unclear initially why they
That
called
call.
for a review, but now we
The out of bounds in
understand
this
the
does not
reason.
make
You
any
have to
sense.
give it to these officials. Their job's not easy. Sometimes they make mistakes, and most of the times they're right. Time for the defense to play up tight and bump those receivers. If they do that, they can disrupt any short patterns that the quarterback is planning on throwing to.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Martin looking for blockers. Kalmus stopped him for his 3rd tackle so far. Melissa, any news from down there?
Well, Al, it doesn't look good. I spoke to the team doctor, and he indicated that it's the type of injury that will take some time to heal. They're hopeful that he won't be out long.
An interception in the end zone. Another red zone turnover from the home team in today's series of games. We saw Peyton Manning throw a turnover deep in his own, or deep in the opponent's territory. Went on to win that game. Chicago throwing away a golden opportunity with 27 seconds left here in the half. Green Bay with a clutch interception. Find some room. Oh my goodness, a huge run up to the 20, up to the 30. Green Bay's going to take a timeout.
Good play by the secondary will be a key to whether or not this thing goes into the half a tie ball game.
It's 1st and 10.
Huge run right up the gut, it looked like.
Man in motion. Looking to throw. He goes to the left side.
Finds a receiver. It was off his hands, incomplete.
I think he just took his eyes off that one.
So it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, surveying the field, passes it. It
Oh,
was
tipped it
He did a
incomplete.
nice job
Had
knocking
a
that
great
ball
throw
out.
there from Donovan Mcnabb. A great defensive play by Chicago. 3rd down and 10 coming up with 13 seconds to go. Had a great run to start this drive, but the passing game not really there for Green Bay. Ooh, high snap, and that is going to lead to a nasty sack. My goodness. Slaughter got into the backfield immediately and threw Donovan McNabb on his face.
15 yards to go. Royals is just about ready to punt this one away. Howard sets up, waiting for the punt. Howard signals fair catch on this punt. Right, 1st and 10. Martin moves in motion. They'll go with a pass. Throws it out over to the left. And this pass is completed. And
That pass was caught. I thought the defender had a hand on that. 4 yards passing for Green Bay. Chicago is up over the 100-yard mark with that last completion, with 104 total yards through the air, just making Green Bay's offense look silly. A short first half comes to a conclusion. We are locked at 0. 42 total yards for the Packers. They had 38 on the ground. Most of those yards coming on that last run right before the half.
He sends it off. And he'll return it.
Inside the 5, he's already past the 20, the 25 to 30, the 35 to 40. He is going to, no, he's going to not be caught. It's a kickoff return for a touchdown to start the second half. Phillip Buchanan, 96 yards to the house. With the way Green Bay's offense is playing, that could be enough to win this game for Chicago.
Hi, Al. The Bears coach is very confident that they can increase this lead even more. The passing game is there for them, but they might be running the ball more often here in the second half, Al.
It also kind of broke there.
And it's on its way.
I think the line shifted from, like, check the score. If score is home team advantage or whatever, say this. If not, say this. If tied, say this. And it went from, oh, if tied to, oh, wait, hold on. There's been a change.
Will be kicking off.
Number 26, number 83.
He gets the kick away.
Oof, not a great kick return there, but they are going to get a 15-yard face mask. So what is a pretty bad return turns into a pretty okay return. I'll start at the 31-yard line. Green Bay now finding themselves down by 7 after the kickoff return for a touchdown by Chicago.
Like that, I bet he thought his whole head had just been readjusted on his neck.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 31. Stewart with the spin move.
A good running game is not
Nothing
always
doing
measured in
there.
yards. Its
16
effectiveness
offensive
should
plays
be
for
measured
43
by
yards.
whether it helps
10:01
you
on
win
the time
game.
of possession for Green Bay. Didn't quite get the stats on the other team.
About 8 yards. Ball on their own 33. Quick drop. Throws over to his right.
He's over the middle. He's going to find a receiver for the with the completion. The bench character models look
This guy
terrible.
make all the throws. He also rarely makes a bad decision out there.
1st and 10.
Right at midfield with 4 minutes remaining.
4-man front this time. Using motion. He gets the carry.
Run off the right side and up the middle, whatever it is. It's working.
Pickup of about 8. Let's check in with Melissa.
I was able to talk to the team doctor, Al, and he indicated that it's a minor injury. They expect it'll take a series or 2 off and return to the field.
Thanks, Melissa. That's very good news. He's looking to pass. Pump fake.
McNabb pump fakes deep down the middle. Oh my goodness, you got to get that, Alexander. Oh, that was such a good throw. It went off his hands. He was probably thinking 6. But you can't get 6 if you don't get the catch. 3rd down and 1.
Tosses it back.
Toss to the right side.
And it looks like this one will be spotted at the 36-yard line. Stewart contributes a 1st down, doing a good job of turning the corner on that play.
Hey, that's just some good blocking by the guys up front so he could get around the corner for the 1st.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. Looking downfield. Throws it out over to the left.
That's a bad throw into double coverage right there.
Couldn't hang on.
It's frustrating as a coach when you see a guy make a great one-handed catch and then drop the easy one.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 36-yard line. They line up in the I formation. Alexander goes in motion.
Play action pass. He's going right back to that receiver that dropped the pass earlier. Oh, no, just kidding. It was a different receiver.
At the 12-yard line.
Number 82. He brought his 2 hands. To the field today. And Green Bay looking good here in this second half. We saw the Raiders look like a much different team coming out of the break. Do we have that same sort of thing here with Green Bay? Halfway through quarter number 3.
This is the 7th play of this drive. He gets the toss.
Pitch out to the right side.
Steele breaks the play.
And they're just not getting anything going with the running game.
They're inside the 15. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Kinney goes in motion. Looking for room.
Pitch out. They're going to try the left side this time. I don't know why you're neutering your offense like this. You have Donovan Mcnabb. He's made nice throws on this drive. You have set him up with a 3rd and 14 probably.
When you get penetration like that, it's very hard for the offense.
3rd down and 13. A negative 3-yard run. You've set him up in such a predictable situation. Donovan McNabb pumps, throws it down into the end zone, deflected and incomplete. A good drive comes to a grinding halt with 2 poor running plays. A pitch to the right, a pitch to the left, 3 yards lost. It'll be 4th down and 13, and Wilkins will come on to try a field goal.
Heads out onto the field for the field goal attempt. And it's up. And so that kick
is good.
And they're able to get some points out of the drive with the successful field goal attempt.
Hey, that's why you have your kicker. You put him in position to come through, and when he does, it gives your offense confidence. But they don't have to do it all.
7-3 here now, the score.
Points too.
Number 14 to kick off. Number 31 and number 81.
He sends this one toward the end zone. Number 31 is looking to pick up some blocking.
Now this thing
Not as good of a return that time, but unless you're running back-to-back touchdowns, probably going to be that way.
Melissa, what have you heard on the sidelines about that injury?
Al, it appears to be a serious injury to his hand, and he is out for the rest of the game.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, that's good news because on the replay it looked a lot more serious than that. But probably missed the rest of the game. Mark to carry it.
Trying to get a run going there, nothing doing.
25. Mark
2nd down coming up.
before he could get back to the line.
Yeah, you can't run without good blocking.
Gonna run it again, and that'll be a stop there.
26. He might have gotten a yard or 2.
That guy got knocked around by that defense. He needs a little protection from his linemen.
It's 3rd down and 10 to go. Number 8 sets up, dropping back.
Oh, what a sack by Green Bay. The defense coming up big.
Like that, you'll make sure to get the ball out of there faster next time.
He wasn't going to be denied his first sack on that play. 4th and 15 coming up. Ball on their own 20. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Chicago Bears ahead of the Green Bay Packers. 7-3. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. Is just about ready to punt this one away.
Bit of a high snap there.
Moss will hit
To the 30 or up to the 45, excuse me, and nearly around to midfield.
Team had him wrapped up before he could do anything with it.
The Bears have a 96-yard return for a touchdown on a kickoff and 110 yards of total offense.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 47.
Offset I formation here for Green Bay inside the 4th quarter. It's a handoff. Not going to find a lot of room. All those holes plugged up.
Committing to the running game will add effectiveness to your passing attack. When the defense is looking pass, you run. When the defense is looking run, you go downfield.
Ball at midfield.
2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. This field position is too good for the Packers to pass up. They almost had a big loss in the backfield, but I think the defender for Chicago over-pursued the running back there.
The defense was quick to react to the play and even quicker to move off their blocks.
Should be a 3rd and 6, maybe a 3rd and 7 here. 3rd and 5, actually. He got further up the field than I thought. So 3rd and manageable. They're going to fake the handoff. Throw it down the left side. He's going to be incomplete. To number 82. I do not love the Packers offense here. 2 runs to a play action pass. Incomplete pass down that left sideline.
They'll go from the shotgun. He's going to throw. McNabb.
Oh, they threw it on 4th down. I didn't even realize. I thought they were going to punt. My bad. I went to reply to a text message because I thought I had a second. Number 80 coming through. He dropped a pretty good opportunity for a big gain. Maybe a touchdown earlier, but comes through on a 4th down. McNabb just getting out of his hands. Alexander very open on that play right there.
They're in field goal range.
Still have time to work with, even if you kick a field goal. Dropping back to pass, throws deep down the field, and that one is incomplete on the left side.
That pass was clearly
like a gaggle of players right there.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 32-yard line. 4-man front this time.
Run play here on 2nd down. Not a bad gain, probably 4 on that one. Rushing yards, they are up to 56 rushing yards, which is a little surprising. However, a lot of those are on the one play before the half. That one I think went for 23. 3rd down and 5, another 3rd and manageable. Looks like there's one back there. Throws over to the right, finds a nice open receiver inside the 20. That's a 1st down. The clock will continue to move. McNabb looking pretty good back in the pocket. Makes you wonder why they keep handing the ball off.
Let's see what they can do in the red zone.
Under 3 to go. Quick drop for McNabb. Looks, fires, finds a receiver. He's going to spin move. He's going to get inside the 5. It's 1st and goal, Green Bay.
McNabb just threw a strike.
And because he got him the ball so quickly, he was able to pick up great yardage after the catch.
Goal line stand. How did he not get there? How did he not get that touchdown?
Brought down after a gain of what looks like a couple.
Yeah, you talk about push. This line got no push at all, and there was nowhere to go.
Maybe it was just the angle. Maybe it wasn't that. Oh, no, it was pretty close. It looked like he was free and clear to get that into the end zone, and like he just dove the wrong way. Wow. Green Bay takes it down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and goal. 7-3 Chicago.
The Packers are in the offset I formation. Kenny in motion. Stewart
Hands the ball off right up the middle. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown, Packers. With 1 minute and 59 seconds to go in quarter number 4. A huge 4th down conversion while I was responding to a text message.
The kick is up. The extra point attempt.
The extra point is up and good. 0-yard run by Stewart.
Wilkins looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off. Howard is looking for a nice return. The defense did a great job on the last series, forcing the offense to go 3
16:31 time of possession for Green Bay. A little under 11 minutes for the Chicago Bears. They find themselves down 3, starting at the 22-yard line.
Down the field quickly and avoid 3rd and longs, they'll have a chance to at least tie this thing.
Oh, the snap was a bit high. The defense couldn't quite get there. Finds a wide open receiver in the flat. It's going to be a 1st down and 10. The hurry up offense in effect. Green Bay's defensive line, or excuse me, a blitz from the, oh my goodness. Blitz from the linebacking position was counteracted nicely by a quick throw from Hasselbeck out to the outside. Going back to the previous play, Chicago's offensive line did a great job to pick up those Packers players. That snap was high, and Hasselbeck had to jump for it, so he had that extra second before he was able to kind of get back down and read what was going on. That's an incomplete pass. A couple of weird throws there from Hasselbeck. The first one makes a little more sense. A little rushed as the Packers defense was swarming or bearing down on him. That one, just a bad throw. There's a defender right in the way. Green Bay has forced a 3rd and 10. Hasselbeck looking, throwing deep down the left sideline. He's wide open with a one-handed catch. He's going to straddle the sidelines. And that might be in the field goal range for Chicago. Do we have overtime in Champaign? A tremendous one-handed grab.
There's a lot of time left considering their position.
They are on the 32-yard line, well within the field goal range here. 1:28 in quarter number 4 to go. I don't know why I said to go. Remaining.
Man in motion.
I think it's still a weird sentence because I said the quarter. I should have said 1:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. That's a big run. Second down and inches. Oh, and almost a game-ending interception. Curtis Martin.
He may have tried to rush that pass. This is where you take a shot at the end zone. If you miss, your kicker still has a great chance to tie it up for you.
3rd down and short. Nickelback in this time. Man in motion. Looking to pass. Number 8, passing over to his left.
Wide open receiver. A great move out there to get the defender to drop too far back into the end zone and give himself a wide open catch there. A little more accurate. Maybe that throw is a touchdown pass rather than just a 1st down. Right at the 1-minute mark, Chicago will take a timeout.
The scenario for this drive has to be a field goal attempt. So the line has to protect. The quarterback has to make smart throws, and the receiver has to catch the ball, hang on to it.
Man in motion. On the run. Just won't go down. And it looks like this one will
broke a tackle, spin move, still couldn't get into the end zone. 56 seconds to go.
Using it as a change of pace is an effective strategy.
So it's 2nd and goal. Everybody up on the line. Dropping back. Short throw.
Hasselbeck. That's a Madden, like EA Sports deflection, if I've ever seen it. Just a guy like not looking, just throwing his hand back. I'm like, what? Doesn't even make sense.
You don't want to think you have to get a touchdown here, then end up throwing a pick and getting nothing.
Martin lines up behind his
3rd down and goal, 52 to go. Hasselbeck throws, it's going to be deflected. A goal line stand for Green Bay. He's going to force a field goal attempt. 2 attempts from the 1-yard line after the great run by Curtis Martin. Just couldn't quite get into the end zone. A tremendous block on that 1st and goal play by the fullback.
That all depends on if he can put it through.
Conway looking
Wow.
to make a good kick here. And it's on
Kick
its
is up.
way, and
The kick is good. 18-yard field goal by Conway. A 75-yard drive over 11 plays. A little over a minute off the clock. 47 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. What does Green Bay have in response? Do we have overtime? I think we had one overtime game and it was like immediately over. Maybe that was a dream. I don't know.
He sends it off. Moss returns
Turn from the 2 up to the 15. Tries to spin move right around the 20, but doesn't get a whole lot
very well, especially
more.
through the air on their way to a touchdown.
First and 10 from the 19-yard line. Does Green Bay just play for overtime?
First and 10.
Not sure how many timeouts Chicago has. I think that might have been their third one with the injury.
Kenny goes in motion.
Do we have an offset I formation here? They're going to hand the ball off. Get a gain of 3 maybe. For some reason they decided to take a timeout. I don't love when they do that.
Play it safe with a run on third down. Second and 6.
Why are you taking timeouts if you're just going to run the ball? Stop taking timeouts if you're just going to run the ball. You're going to give Chicago the ball back and they're going to kick a field goal and win this game. What is happening? Normally the clock management in this game pretty like okay at least. This is terrible.
Looking to run it here. Stewart looking for an opening. That run didn't get them much.
Yeah, there was a defender in every gap ready to make the tackle on that play. There's no need
What
to
was
go
that?
for it here when you're down by this much.
If you're going to run the ball, don't take timeouts, just run the clock out.
So they'll probably just punt.
A little over 4 to go.
Oh my goodness, what an absolutely moronic drive by Green Bay here. At the end of this game, baffling. Baffling decisions all the way around. 3 straight runs, 2 timeouts for a tie. Well, I shouldn't say a tie, overtime.
Number 16 to kick off. Number 83 and number
He gets the kick away.
to receive.
He fields the kickoff
From the
cleanly.
3-yard line up to the 20, weaves his way through up to the 27-yard line.
At the 26. So they have first and 10 here. McNabb sends a man in motion. Looking for blocker. Still running. And he's brought
Spin
down
move up
at
the field as
32.
they run the ball
Gain on
again.
that 5. 5 yards to go. Ball on their own 32. Kenny moves in motion. Crosses it back. And he stopped at the 30-yard line. Nice pursuit on that play.
Yeah, this is just great defense.
Despise what Green Bay is doing.
Follow the
I
play as it
can't
develops,
stand it.
and
It's
they
2
never
runs
let
and
the
then a
ball
pass.
carrier get to the outside.
They're so heavily using the run game that's not effective.
Ball on their own 30.
3rd down and 6 here. Green Bay converted a 4th down to get the lead, only to let it slip away in the closing moments. There's a pass on 3rd down up to the 40-yard line.
The quarterback did a really
McNabb,
good job
3
blocking
consecutive
and targeting
completions.
the pass.
Maybe you should let him throw the ball a little bit more. Don't play for a tie.
And he can make catches on any kind of throw because he's got those great hands.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. The rush is on.
McNabb takes a sack on first down, which, you know, ironically about the same as their running game.
Second down, and then he's 15 for the first.
Second down and 15. Seems like Green Bay is just playing for a tie here with their arch rival, the Bears. And we're going to have another big, long third down here for the Packers. 3rd and 15 if they didn't get anything. Maybe 3rd and 16 if they lost a yard. 3rd down and 15 is what it is. Green Bay comes to the line, 1 back. McNabb fires. He's going to get almost all the way there. He got 12. He needed 15. That sack proves to be a key difference
to know where the marker is and to get past it. You just can't come up short
to help the Bears defense get off the field and send their offense back out with about half of this overtime period remaining.
Royals will come into this game to punt. Howard looks like he's ready for the return.
A little surprised they didn't let it go down to the 2-minute warning here in the overtime period. It will still be returned up to the 23.
But still got away a decent return.
Hey, even if it doesn't seem like much, positive yards on a return is better than nothing.
So, Chicago, what do you have up your sleeve? 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. 2:07 to go in this overtime period.
Only 1 man back.
There is no double overtime. Once it hits zeros, it will just be a tie. Hasselbeck is going to hand the ball off. Looked like he might have broken one there. Was about to break it, but just couldn't get out of the reach of the defender. Tripped him up for a gain of 4.
2nd and 5.
I'll give him 5 on that one.
Nickelback in this time. Looking to throw.
2nd down and 5. That was nearly intercepted. Tremendous defensive play right there to just bat it down. And not a great throw by Hasselbeck.
Forcing the ball in there, that's the kind of play you're talking about.
3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on their own 29. 4-man front this time. He's going to throw. Looking for an option. Passing right.
It's an incomplete pass, and that'll be 4th down. So Green Bay forces a quick 3 and out. A couple incomplete passes there from Chicago. Leaves them some time on the clock to do something, maybe. Neither of these teams feel like good football teams. I will say that.
Up in the backfield for the punt. Moss looks like he's ready for the return.
Which is a little surprising to say, considering Donovan McNabb's on the Packers. I feel like they should be better, but if you look at the play calling and the way they're doing this game, the way they're playing this game, it just sucks. Run, run, pass. Run, run, pass. Gas, brake, honk. Gas, brake, honk. Stewart is going to run it from the shotgun. They're going to run a hurry-up offense. Green Bay with another bewildering offensive decision. That's not a bad throw right there. 3rd down and 3. Green Bay throws it down the field. It's going to find a receiver's hands, but it's going to fall incomplete. And just like that, Chicago gets the ball back. These are 2 completely inept offenses, and it sucks to watch.
It's 4th down and 3 yards.
I don't understand the mentality of running the ball on 1st down. It just doesn't work. Like, what do you, if time is such a concern for you, don't run the ball. Use a timeout instead of a hurry-up offense. Got met immediately and dropped. Okay, we shift back to the Bears. They went 3 and out on their first possession.
Ball on their own
53
32.
seconds to do something here.
Dropping back, passing to his right.
Intercepted by Green Bay. They may have just won the game with that pick. A great drive on the ball. A terrible throw into triple coverage. 47 seconds to go. It's going to be a long field goal. They don't need much, but I don't think they can lose much either. I think they're like, I would guess that they're probably like right on the edge. I mean, you're at 56 probably right here.
Man in motion.
That actually might even, saying that out loud, that might be too far. McNabb's going to find no one there, actually. There was a defender I did not see.
And below you can see how these two teams have done in the turnover battle.
Green Bay has 3 takeaways from the Chicago Bears and still find themselves tied with 45 seconds to go. Single back formation, double tight end set. 45 seconds to go. McNabb with a little delayed handoff. They find a few yards there. Green Bay's going to take a timeout. I'm all right with that timeout right there, and I'm all right with that run. A little bit of a delayed handoff. They're at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
52-yard field goal at this point. I think they need to get probably 6,
Kenny, the man in motion.
maybe 5 at least.
He hands it off. Stewart looking for
Run that's going to give them 3.
at the 33-yard line. So he got the carry and makes his way toward
Slaughter
the
8
100-yard
tackles,
mark on the
1
ground.
very important sack. Having himself a game. 4th down and 5. 4th down and 4. Wilkins. He is going to get an opportunity. I hit that W real hard. Sorry about that. Wilkins is going to come in for the game-winning field goal. The kick is up. And it is good! 51 yards for Jeff Wilkins. Green Bay escapes Champaign with a win. A thriller of a game by 2 offenses that looked confused being on the field. You want us to throw the ball? You want us to run the ball? We can do neither.
Chicago 10. A reminder to join us next week for another high-powered matchup. Stay tuned now for your late local news, or on the West Coast, your normal programming. This has been a presentation of EA
That's pretty
Sports.
cool. They have like
And now
even some
Michael,
special
again, for our entire crew,
dialogue
good
for
night.
like the late game. On the East Coast, stay tuned for your late local news West Coast program. New record, Dwight Smith, most interceptions in a game. He had 3 picks in that game. Let's actually take a look at the stats here. Individual. Matt Hasselbeck in a Green Bay Packers uniform for this photo. So I don't think he had quite moved over to the what's it called? The Seahawks just yet. Oh my goodness. Sort column. Dwight Smith. Wow. 3 interceptions. We'll end the game. We'll let it save. And we'll get you the stats, standings, and scores. Or scores and standings in just a moment. So stick around, hang out. Great time to subscribe. Scroll down. Do all that good stuff. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, and we are back. We're ready to roll here. Get you some scores, get you some stats, get you some standings. I don't know why I keep throwing stats in there. Not what I'm trying to say here. Ooh, we got a couple of good teams right there. We did just watch the Colts, but maybe. All right. Panthers. Dismantle. The Panthers have had some big wins, like over the last couple of weeks. Well, actually, just kidding. They got blown out. Never mind. I thought they were on the other side of that 40-6 win. Panthers 36, Cardinals 10. The Cardinals 1-4 on the season. They are in last place in the NFC West. Last we checked, I shouldn't have said that. We saw a battle of field goals. The Bengals lose. They missed a field goal early in that game. They fall 6-3. Dolphins take care of business against. The Patriots take care of business against the Dolphins. The Patriots improve to 5-0 in the AFC East. Cowboys, they fall to the Giants. All those numbers did not make sense to me. They fall 27-22. The Giants are 2-3. The Cowboys 3-2. Raiders and Bills, we watched this game. The Bills in the AFC East now tied at 5-0 with the Patriots after the 17-7 win against the Raiders. Closer than the score might indicate. That second half, the Raiders were really on a roll and the Buffalo Bills kind of stagnated a little bit. But they came through when they had to towards the end of that game. The Saints fall to 1-4 after losing to the Steelers 20-17. The Falcons take out the Bucks 24-17. Washington, they're 4-0. They've already had their bye week, I guess. Or apparently so. They are 4-0, but still undefeated after a 10-point victory, 24-14 over the Titans. Chiefs and Jets in a battle of miserable teams. The Jets pick up their first win of the season, 22-16. The Chargers beat the Broncos 17-6. They improved to 4-1 in a lackluster AFC West. And I believe we watched the Raiders lose, and they are 1-3. So you have the Chargers, who are 4-1, and the other teams have 3 combined wins. Bad. Eagles, they sucked. Jaguars are 3-1 after a 35-6 drubbing of the Eagles. The 49ers knock out the Rams by 16, 35-19. The Ravens blank the Browns 13-0. And you saw the Packers take care of business in overtime against the Bears. The Bears 13-10. Standings. New England, Washington, Buffalo. Those are your 3 undefeated teams that are left in this franchise. And the Bills are doing it the best. They have the most points, points for, and I guess the most points against, but it's only by 2. But they are winning big. In the AFC North, 2 teams at 3-1, the Steelers and the Ravens. Bengals at 3-2, the Browns at 2-3. In the South, you have the Colts and the Jaguars. They are both 3-1. Texans and Titans are 1-3 and 1-4. In the AFC East, Patriots and Bills 5-0. The Dolphins 2-3. The Jets 1-4. The Chargers 4-1. And like I said, those other 3 teams have combined for 3 wins. 1-3 Raiders, 1-4 Chiefs and Broncos. Moving over to the NFC, we have the NFC North. We are technically in control of this team, but we don't do anything about it or do anything with it. You have 2 teams at the top of the standings in the NFC North at 2-3. The Packers, number 1, baby. The Bears, the Vikings, and the Lions are both 1-3. Green Bay is getting crushed. 68 points for, 93 points against. Only the Lions are worse in their points for. NFC South has the Falcons on top at 3-1. The Panthers 3-2. Buccaneers 2-3. Saints 1-4. Washington leads the way in the NFC East at 4-0. The Cowboys at 3-2. The Giants at 2-3. And the Eagles at 2-3 as well. And the Eagles are getting shellacked. They have given up double the points that they have scored. Last but not least, the NFC West, 49ers and Seahawks. Could we see some good rivalry games between these two later in the season? They lead the NFC West at 3-1. The Rams are at 2-3. The Cardinals at 1-4. The Rams have lost 3 games in a row. That should be it. Okay. Taking a look at week number 6 here. We got, okay, Steelers, Bengals. I know we just watched the Bengals, but oh boy. Okay. 49ers, Seahawks. That'll be one of the games for sure. Because of how like bad some of these games look. We might take a look at the Steelers and the Bengals. A couple of better teams in the AFC North. Other than that, okay, Ravens, Colts. We'll see a couple of teams that we just watched, but we got to pick some teams with some better records or, oh boy, that does not look great. Hopefully the schedule, ooh, look at that barn burner. 1-4 versus 1-4. All right. Oh, Colts and Steelers are looking all right. So there you have it. Those are likely next week's games. Who knows? I could change my mind. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So you're all caught up. You're all set. Ready for week number 6. That'll be next Tuesday right here on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a good time making them. Hopefully you have a good time watching them. If you haven't already, please consider scrolling down, subscribing, ringing that bell. That way you can help us get to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. I don't have like a timetable on that, but I love it ASAP. So either call your 50 closest friends or create 50 different accounts and give this channel some more love. Thank you so much for all the support. It really does mean a lot to me. This series does well, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Feel free to suggest a game if you want to see it down in the comments below, I guess. We can maybe take a peek at it. And until next week, go football. Sports are cool. And I'm really glad the Packers beat the Bears. Impartial commentator, baby. Woo! See you next week.